Hi everyone, I'm Andrea Lancaster, also known as Andrea Lancaster of Alchemy on Instagram and Facebook. I am also on TikTok, where I do slightly little different posts to this. Sorry, there's always pings going off, isn't there, on the computer. Okay, right, so I've come on to talk about this month's energy and what to expect, but also some tarot from spirit, well, channeled information with tarot for this week, what's left of it. Now, I haven't been on until today because I have been doing a lot of spell work and a lot of helping others, etc. So my energy did flatline. I was exhausted, so I've had to build my energy back up. And it is always important to take note of your energy, and when you need to rest, you need to rest. So that's what I'm doing this week. So yeah, very important, because otherwise you'll have burnout. And remember that when you are doing anything, whether it's rituals, spell work, helping others, you must make sure your cup is full. And if it starts to empty out, don't think you can proceed on an empty cup with no energy in it. You cannot. You need to make sure your energy is in good order and your spiritual hygiene is good. And when I mean spiritual hygiene, I mean you are taking care of your chakras, your aura. Mine chakras were a little bit out of balance there, so I've been working on them. This does happen. Your energy, have you got any attachments? Is there anything going on? Is there any stagnant energy? Very important to make sure all of this is looked at. To ignore it is to your detriment, energetically and in many other ways. So please make sure you look after yourself. So the energy of October. It has been a strange start, hasn't it? Off the back of the full moon, etc., Friday gone, and then we went into a very strange energy over the weekend, going on to the 1st on Sunday of October. The energy has been very heavy and very exhausting because we are being bombarded by upgrades and different energy changes and solar flashes, etc. Different sorts of things going on, the Schumann resonance. So it affects you, and we are not really being given much of a chance to integrate, that's the word I'm looking for, integrate the energies that we are downloading. We are literally being given one after the other off the bat, and it is tiring. It is. And for you lucky ones who don't feel a thing, because you're not interested in this kind of thing and you're all 3D, good for you. For those who are 4th density 5D, or at least working their way into that and aren't feeling it, good for you. Because I certainly have felt it this weekend. And I was so exhausted on Monday, I went to bed at 8:30. However, I am looking after my energy, I'm taking the right supplements, and I am building my energy back up. And as I've said, this week is a week of rest for me, so I'm going to make the most of that. So remember, this week has started with quite a heavy, tiring, exhausting energy, where you have needed a lot of discipline to get through the beginning of the week. Spirit, my higher guides are telling me that we are going into a complete change of energy. So the vibes are going to get higher, but also that the intensity is picking up now. There is no turning back. We are going into an epoch of changes. The epoch of what everybody used to go on about the golden age and the age of Aquarius. Well, it's Pisces technically, but you know what I mean. So we are going into that place now of forming connections back to one another and not being isolated from one another all the time. And it's not about me. It's about we, the I am, as in we all are the I am. We all are part of the unity consciousness. We are all part of the divine unity. And the sooner we recognise that, the sooner we start to live in harmony. And it doesn't mean that people are always going to get along now, no. But what will happen is we will start to move away from people who we cannot get on with, who we seem to have conflict with. We will start to move away from that and form the communities where we do all get on for the better part. A bigger extended family, if you like, where we start to look at our health and how we address it and stop eating crap, basically, and start looking at how we grow our vegetables and food, unless you want to eat insects ground up. I don't. That's your personal choice. But I know that our bodies are not designed to eat insects. So I won't be going down that route. So I will be growing my own veg. Perhaps in a limited way, but that's what I'll be doing. I will also be making sure in my spiritual community I am with those who I really do get along with, and we're on the same sort of wavelength and things like that. Not that I won't listen to those who aren't, because maybe, you know, there's always wisdom in something, isn't there? So we do have to listen with non-judgment, and that can be very difficult. But this is where we're at now. We are going into new uncharted territory of energy and changes. And so if your life is starting to look particularly difficult, if relationships are being challenging or challenged, if you are wondering why you are working where you are now, what that you don't want to be in the career you are on, if you are questioning your whole life path, it is because that is what this energy is doing. It is forcing you to make changes, ready for this new epoch, ready for 2024, so that you don't go into a 4-year cycle in something you don't want to be in, which will continue for another 4 years, because it's a 4-year cycle. So if relationships feel like they're being torn apart, or if it feels like you just don't understand your partner anymore, you don't get on, etc., that is, and it's been really bad, it's normally because the universe is telling you to do something about it. And it's either, is it salvageable, or is it time to move on because it's making you so damn uncomfortable that you know you can't stay in that situation. And that is across the board for friendships, relationships, family things, studies, career, where you are spiritually, where you live, etc. How you look after yourself or don't. This is all being challenged now. So you are being made to sit up, stand up, and take charge of your life, and not to be in something where you are so miserable you just hate your life. Why stay in something where you're miserable? I know it's difficult, especially if it's a job and it pays well, and I'm not suggesting you just leave and then, oh my god, yeah, find another job or retrain or something if it's possible. You know, if you're in a very difficult relationship now, maybe you could seek counselling, and then you can definitely know whether it is over. Or if you truly know it is, then it's time to be able to make the plans to step out of the relationship, because relationships aren't always forever, as I have found out, how others have found out. Some are, Some indeed are. And every relationship normally will go through a difficult patch. But sometimes some will be the notification from the divine saying, this one's over. This is as far as this relationship goes. It's now time to step onto the new pathway for you, so that all of the new things you've been wanting to do, embrace, see, I don't know, find out about will come, because you're blocked right now, because you're stuck in the old. And the epoch, this new energy, is not about that. It is about the new. It's embracing you, who you truly, truly are, and remembering you are divine and powerful and a loving being, and to choose the energies of love, of light, of happiness, of joy. And that you need to learn self-mastery now, in whichever way it is important. So that is what Spirit want you to remember, and how important it is now if you are feel like you're being shot with shit, basically, or like your life shit. Yeah, that's why. Because they're making it so damn uncomfortable that you are going to have to do something about it, instead of just sitting in it. So that's where we are at. So I'm just going to just realise I haven't got any cards out. So I'm going to get some cards out. Now, before I do, I am it's either going to start the end of this month or the beginning of November. I am starting a weaving the energy, weaving the magic. I'm teaching people how to weave energy and magic, and how it's done correctly, and how any blocks may stop you from manifesting what you want, because being able to weave energy is the ultimate of being able to manifest the life you want, do what you want, and have the things you want. So I'm going to do that course for people. If I feel you're not at the stage and you're not ready for that, I will decline, and there are limited spaces for this, because it is an intensive course. But at the end of it, you will know so much, and know how to bring into your life what you want, and how to create the life you want, as long as you're prepared to work on your blocks, etc., and understand them and get them out of the way, because that's integral to being able to weave magic. So magic, when I say magic, yes, I am a witch, but energy, manifesting. So that is coming to the end of either this month or beginning of November. It's either going to be two options. There will be a group where you'll be in a group setting, and that is £200, and the payments are going to be £50 a month, so 4 months monthly payments of £50. And I will teach you in that way, in a group setting, or one-to-one, which is where I am one-to-one with you over Teams, etc. And I am looking at your blocks. We work out any blocks that may inhibit or stop you from truly getting the life you want, and how to release them, how to work on them. I will work on that with you, and I will teach you step by step, individually, how to weave magic, because it can be a very individual way you do it. So you will get my full attention and tutoring, and that is £400, which will be payments. It'll be £100 a month for 4 months. You will also be able to go into the group as well, and there will be 5 lessons with me for 400, and go into the group, and there will be after work as well there will be homework and stuff, but it's let me tell you, I know how to do this. I've done this a long time, but I've also worked out my blocks, and I now know how to manifest what I want and create the life I want, and that is through this. So it's unique, it's interesting, and it's life changing if you really embrace it. So I am um, opening the doors to that, which will start at the end of either November, end of October, beginning of November. If you're interested, please send me a message. I am busy doing the payment plans now over PayPal. If you don't like PayPal, I will accept you setting up, it's not direct debit, what's it called? The other way of payment. Standing order, that's it. These words leave my head. So yes, if that's the case, but it's limited spaces because I want to give everybody my full attention. The group can be a bit bigger, but the taking on only so many people for one-to-one as well. So if you are interested and you do want to manifest the life you want, create the life you want by energy weaving, that's the course for you. So anyway, thank you for listening to that. Right, okay. So we're looking at the cards. That will take us to next Monday, Tuesday. Let's see how the rest of the week's going to go for the vast majority of us. Okay. So we have the Ace of Pentacles, we have the Eight of Cups, the Three of Swords, and the Sun. So this is about new monetary ventures or new possibilities of money, avenues of money coming in for you. So either this can indicate a job change, career change for you actually, with better pay, or it can indicate pay rises, or as I've said, sometimes it can be unexpected money, but there is an avenue, an income stream coming for you, which allows you to move forward. It allows you to move forward from the worries about finances and how to pay your bills, how to eat, etc., etc. Never mind anything else. But this allows you all to breathe now and move forward because money issues start to ease. So it's the end of the worry with finances. The end of the thoughts of, oh God, how am I going to pay this? Oh no, this is a difficult month. Oh, it's always this, that, and the other. So it's an end to the worry. Happiness. Positivity. This is a card of happiness and joy. This is a card of feeling really happy, feeling really positive about your future and how it's going, because things are being alleviated. Things are changing because of this card. First card. No, first card. Oh my God, honestly. First card, end card. New beginnings. Financially, new jobs, new careers, new opportunities to earn more money, an income stream. It's good. This is happiness, feeling settled, content, joy. Right. There you go, the Ace of Cups. New beginnings, happiness. So this really is an indication of something new for you. and it's going to bring you a lot of joy. Not only is it going to bring money in and release financial strain, it's something you're going to like. So you could be turning your hobby into, you know, a money making thing. It could be that job that you've always wanted and you know you'll enjoy is there. There's a change. It's really positive. You're going to love this. You've been waiting for this change, a lot of you, and it's here. So please recognize it when it comes a knocking, because sometimes it's a subtle thing, not always bang, bang, bang. You're lucky if it is bang, 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 but it isn't always. Like, I'll tell you a little story. I think I've told people before, but my husband, when he was leaving school, his dad said, well, what do you want to do? And he was like, oh, I don't know. Oh, he wanted to join the military, which he did. But anyway, in between that, he was like, And so his dad said, well, you need to get out there and start looking, etc., because nobody is going to come to the door and offer you a job the next day or two. His dad's friend came to the door and offered my husband a job in the bank. So now and again it does happen. My husband didn't take the job in the bank because he didn't want to work in the bank. He ended up in the Marines, but and that's where he wanted to be. But it just shows you it does happen sometimes. Sometimes that luck bangs on your door and says, hi, here you go. If you're that lucky, great this week. If not, look for it. Look for those avenues. Look for that chance. Just thought I'd tell you that. It's quite amusing, I think, anyway. So, either way, it's positive. Either way, you're looking at a positive build up towards into next week with financial changes and situations. So it is good. So I hope you have got something from that. I hope you have either resonated with it or understand it or think, yes, I can take that, or you've got something from it, or even if you share it with someone, like it, you know, it's going to be of help with someone. And what I'm going to say is, because I'm still building up followers on YouTube and Facebook and everything, and Instagram. I mean, I've got quite a few followers on Facebook, but Instagram and TikTok and things like that, it's new. I haven't done enough with Instagram, to be honest. I find it frustrating sometimes trying to upload videos. But anyway, YouTube and Facebook. If you start to follow me on YouTube and Facebook and like and share, when I get to 500 likes on YouTube, because I've got more than that on Facebook, you know, 500 followers, etc., who've subscribed, I will pick one of you who've been following me and subscribed for a Akashic Records reading, and that is worth £120. So if you start sharing and liking and subscribing and on YouTube, when I get to 500 people subscribed, I will pick someone for an Akashic Records reading. So there you go. Okay, take care everyone. See you next week.